There it is. No, it says busy. Hey, Tom.
How's it going?
Well, you know.
No studio. We're inside today, but still under COVID precautions. But things look like they're getting better.
Yeah, they do.
Thanks to 45 and the vaccine that I was told by everyone it would be 2 to 3 years in the making. We are both currently scheduled
Yes,
for a
scheduled for the vaccine.
for the vaccine. And
Well, Duke got my tape,
well,
but this is supposed to mean my protest to Ralph Kruger.
yeah. Since we've last joined you, I think early November,
Yeah.
we've had some changes in the world and Buffalo sports scene for sure. But
Yeah.
Bills had a phenomenal run. We'll just touch bases quickly on that.
No,
Proud of them. Championship game. Just a
Duke, over.
dude. Come on, he's got this dog in the studio today for obviously for protection reasons.
Yeah.
But proud of the Bills. They had a great run and looking for a lot more out of them in the future. And
That
a
was
lot
fun.
of hope.
Well, boy, that kept us going during COVID, didn't it?
Oh, it sure did. And it was so exciting. And lost to a better Kansas City team, but a team that we definitely can play with.
Yep.
Got to get that outside pass rusher. Another bemoaning on the yellow pages about getting a tight end and stuff. We're not with the cap and the stuff with COVID and stuff. I think I'd like to see us get a pass rusher. Obviously J.J. Watt, but that didn't work. But fine, I'm fine with that decision. But find a guy, and I know Bean and them will be looking.
They'll
And
find
I'd like to keep John Feliciano and Matt Milano if at all possible.
I like Jose Feliciano. He's also got a really good, a mean trumpet.
He does.
So, listen, let's get right to the Sabres. I'm going to make it quick. They blow. This could be the worst Sabre team in history, and I'm going back. I think the tank team smokes this team. That's how lack of passion and you know, it's the ice capades out there. Nobody does anything. They just skate around.
Well, they're completely lost. Again, another coach. I had hope.
Tom, he's a wonderful. He speaks well.
But he's much more too intelligent for today's game.
Yeah.
His principles and
They can't follow his
concepts,
principles, Tom.
which are proven.
They're
I'm
proven.
not sure where, but he destroyed a 90-goal line. Now,
Yeah.
a lot of these guys will tell you, well, Skinner hasn't scored since January. Let's go back to coming out of his first camp. He destroyed that line, and now I don't think a 90-goal line.
And he go on.
And now I don't think we're going to score 90 goals as a team.
No, probably not.
And right now, the only thing, and I'm very disappointed after this past weekend, but Bagula has to step in
Just got to fire him.
and get this guy out of here, and make it clear to everybody.
That's not acceptable to play this way.
This play, 3 shots on goal, no shots on goal.
You know where it was proven? Istanbul. Yeah, there was a tournament there. It was Pee Wee's, and he coached Pee Wee's in Istanbul.
He did.
And he proved the process.
And I think Crystal
Principles.
Palace, some of his techniques, but he's a lover of muck.
Yeah.
And the players he bemoans for, I mean, Sloboka on a top line, Larry, Frolik, we had to have Frolik, and now we got Cody Eakin. The playing Oposo 18 minutes, it's the messing with Skinner in his mind, refusing to put Taylor Hall back with Jack. Olafson can't leave Jack's side. I don't know if it's contracted in or what, but it's a complete mess. The guy's got to be taken out
Immediately.
and.
I mean, how could you literally not take him out yet? I mean, it's a joke.
And Kevin Adams, I guess he's over his head, like they all say. No word of him.
No.
This is unacceptable. Who the hell is going to go get a COVID test to sit and watch that?
$65
shit?
and $100 and some ticket. You're at $200 to go down that hellhole.
It's a shit.
And watch this
And
ridiculous hockey.
This town deserves better. We put 10,000 in there for a prospects thing a couple years ago, and we got Jack. The ratings here go through the roof, even during the pandemic.
Yep.
We deserve better. I hate a team that plays like a bunch of soft pussies. Players are challenged, nothing's done. Skinner's stick breaks, he's signaling to the bench, nobody's paying attention.
Team snatch?
I can't stand it.
No,
and
it's bad
Kruger comes out and he talks down to everybody, and I wish I could have Adam because I don't know what bar he went into with his fake nose and mustache and glasses, but it's he's got to go. It's only got 1 more year to go. Bite the bullet.
Yeah, $4 million. Come on. You know, you just got rid of the fucking 716. Let's move forward.
And now the rumors are starting. Jack wants out. No, Jack, you're not going anywhere. You're going to stay here. I don't need another trade where we get garbage.
Oh, no, we'll get some guys, Tom.
Garbage.
John LaCroix He's the top prospect. Actually, he's the 8th prospect of the Boston Bruins.
We have seen for years now the trading of superstars because of inept either ownership, management, or both, whatever.
Danny O'Regan, he was unbelievable.
Dominic Hasek for Sylvain Disappear-Off,
Yeah.
whatever he was, who didn't want to play here, Kozlov or whatever.
Kozlov came right out and said he didn't want to play here. Then we got, Tage Thompson. We wanted Thomas, but, we got fleeced and banged in the back of the shed.
Right.
Bottrell, and he gets, Tage Thompson. I'm 6'8", and I skate like Bambi on ice. All legs are going out.
And Vladdy, who's a career 50-goal scorer on a top 6 with Skinner. Why can't Skinner score? Skinner scores, as you know, in our day it was called garbage goals, around the net, getting gritty and stuff. You can't score garbage goals if no one's throwing out the trash on your line. And it's a line in hockey, not pairs, and divide the wealth. And this lunatic believes we don't have a number 1 line. Well, that in itself,
that's a problem.
He's got to go. And Pegula, he's a good owner. They got state-of-the-art everything.
But you can't watch this.
Takes care of the families, girlfriends, wives, trips, all this stuff. Terry, you gotta go in there and blow a gasket or a video.
You gotta start throwing shit. In fact, I'd move the little theater ropes, I'd pull it all aside on the sacred logo that's never won anything, and I would shit on it.
And by the way,
I would dump right on the thing.
He's writing the checks, and this team is at the cap. They're all well paid.
Yep.
And you get no shots on goal. So I'm not taking it all off the players too, but when is somebody on the team just going to say, screw this guy, here's what we're doing? Yep. It's absurd. We're down 3-0. We dump because we have to dump the puck and get behind their D. But then you got Kyle Oposo with a bag of peat moss on his back. He can't get after
and
the puck.
And a piano now.
And there's Taylor Hall wiggling backwards with a 3-0 deficit. It's absurd. He's destroyed a generational defenseman.
And do not re-sign Taylor Hall. That's a whole bunch of nothing.
No, he's done nothing here.
Well, listen, we're going to have to get to the political side, yeah.
Well, yes, we had a change in November.
Yeah.
And this country with the swoop of some pens has become a country of...
don't go to the legislator, don't go to the Congress, and don't go to Senate. Just keep writing them out.
Freaks.
Yeah.
It's a country of hypocrites and freaks. I mean, I didn't realize this, but I guess the only good thing that was done with the pen is the return to dominance in the women's shot put. Because now we're going to have Jim Jane Bulgia throwing a shot for the girl. I mean, what was wrong with the girls' sports? Weren't we doing well? Now the last cuts in the Olympic team, men's team, will go to the girls' team?
Well, when you have a transgender, she became a girl. She can now throw a shot put for the girls, and she's going to have a package.
Well, I'm waiting to see too.
And she's going to throw it like 75 yards.
We've dominated in gymnastics and stuff. I'm waiting for Bulgaria to run down, jump on the balance beam, and there you see the package. And no, it's a joke. And if you're confused,
or the thing will bow.
Right. And listen, if you're not sure about your sexuality and all that okay, great. Have a division for them where you compete. It's not fair to girls. They're getting screwed again. And now we find out our Buffalo schools are teaching, amongst many schools in the country, white supremacy, and no one can tell you if you're a girl or a boy. Yep. I guess we had bathroom problems because now my granddaughter's got to go to the bathroom with Jimmy.
And the kindergartners are being taught that they're showing dead bodies along the road because they were killed by police officers.
And you wonder why kids run from the police. Well, they're told that they're white supremacists and they're going to murder them. It's absurd what's going on. By the way, locally here, car popping's a night.
Yep.
And people are writing on the blogs and stuff, why aren't the police doing anything? Because simply they jump in their car and go at speeds of over 100 miles an hour.
And we're
back to Sanctuary City.
Sanctuary City. Yeah, Byron Brown, baby.
Buffalo, by the way.
Yeah.
And if they do pursue and someone's hurt, well, then there's a lawsuit. So it's absurd what's going on.
There's going to be a blur. Okay.
That's our
production assistant.
Technician is here.
So
just absurd what's going on in the country.
Well, I say let them in. No, we're finally getting vaccinated. You can see I got a mask on. I'm being careful. I tested negative 2 days ago to come back into this wonderful Cuomo land.
My T cells are superior, so
Yours are superior and always have been to mine. But the bottom line is that they're going to give some of our vaccines away. So he was on the call the other day with Manuel Ortega Staminga from Mexico. He wants the little son of a bitch is asking for free vaccines. Here's your free vaccines, buddy. Go out and get your own.
By the way, under the new leadership, they want to change all the voting rules. Right? No ID, no nothing. Well, Mexico, where you can go in one house and turn on the faucet and see what your neighbors had for last night's supper. They show ID there in Mexico.
Yeah,
They're
but-
coming through the wall.
But here they
by
come.
the thousands, and they're coming to a city near you.
Yeah.
right.
But, because he said last night in his speech, besides taking complete responsibility for getting all these vaccines out that were produced under the other president. But that's okay,
That
Joe.
horrible supremacy.
And then Joe says, what was the thing I was going to talk about? He said, we're going to bring them to communities. We're going to bring all these children now they're not detention centers, they're not cages.
No,
What are
they're
they now?
influx centers.
Influx centers. They changed the verbiage on you. Now they're wonderful cages called influx centers. Anyway, they're not going to stay long there.
There's drawings of fish inside.
They're not going to stay long there because they're going to come up and they want us to adopt them. Now, I thought we had, I don't know, tens of thousands of children in this country looking for a home.
Fox, but now we're going to have even more.
But now I guess let's get a Mexico.
And they're bringing them through and sending them out. The pedophiles are running wild. I mean, they can't even run because of their excitement. They have to be careful. But they're running wild, okay?
Yeah, this is.
It's, and I hear today, now, of course, we have the new cancel culture, Dr. Zeus.
Zeus is out.
He's out. I know the one book that he did write back in the middle 40s, I think it was Zig Heil, Gustav to the left. Zig Heil, find the follow the paper hanger to his death. That was going a little too far. But in all sincerity, right? Dr. Seuss books, right? Green Eggs on Ham, 1
Sam
Scout,
I
2
Am.
Scout, 3 Scout, 5. Did you listen to any rap lately?
Oh yeah, I have.
You know?
Going no more, mudda.
Dr. Seuss dies. Rush Limbaugh passed away, and he was mocked by the left. By the way, I didn't really listen to him.
No.
But he wasn't a bad guy, very generous and stuff. Yet, who did they proclaim the death of? The clam photographer, Larry Flint. He's a hero. A hero died.
Did you see the clam?
Yeah. But here's the best one. Virginia. I say this. The sources down south told me today.
Yeah.
In Virginia, tonight's the vote.
Okay.
There's a county in Virginia that will not allow you to fly an American flag only certain days.
Really?
And you can only fly 2 flags on your property, and they have to be a certain size. So if you want to, Buffalo Sabres, Buffalo Bills, Georgia Tech, whatever, 2 flags, and only an American flag can be a certain size, and some flags aren't allowed at all.
Wow.
Now you might say the Vietnamese, Viet Cong flag, oh no, that's fine, and the BLM, the Marxist Sisters flag,
Yeah.
that's fine. But no, this is what's
Police.
going on in this country.
Yeah. Let's see if the police flag's loud. You know, that is absurd. A state saying that we can only fly a flag so big. I
Now,
mean,
for
this
you
is
people that
nuts.
think we're making it up, Google it, all right?
Google
Turn
all
off the
this.
Chinese news network. Voters in California, really, melt your popsicle, Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top, love it all, right? Meanwhile, watch the loaves in the street. But anyways, pay attention to who you're voting for. You put a DA in LA, that's
Yeah.
letting everybody out.
Everybody's out. You could skin somebody and hang him from a tree,
Little
and
boy.
there's no freaking bail. He's out.
6-year-old boy was taken, kidnapped, raped, and killed. And this guy was paroling him, so thank God some DA from Orange County found a loophole. And now the people in LA are going, what?
What did we do?
Well, George Soros.
Well, I
funded him.
flipped the switch because I'm a tard.
George Soros funded him. But look, stop the last sign you saw.
Yeah.
Do a little research before you vote, or please, don't
Then
vote
don't
at all.
vote.
Okay?
And we know what's happening too. You guys are leaving California and New York. You're flooding into Texas and Florida. And you know what we're going to get there? You're going to vote liberal there. You're going to go nuts. Let's flip the switch.
Bleeding hearts are killing us, guys.
Killing
They're killing
us.
us.
This stuff about, you know what? America. Children, veterans. My brother can't get a shot.
But you can if you're.
But you can if you
legal.
break through the border.
If you're a businessman in Canada, you can't get up there, but you can fly down to Tijuana and cross it through. It's absurd what's happening. Defunding the police. The police are stormtroopers.
They don't even
You
want to
know,
go anymore.
We were told by Sandy Cortez that she was fearing for her life when she heard pow, pow, pow. And it turned out to be one of those stormtroopers trying to get in to tell her
To
that
tell her that they're on the other side and you're safe.
10 miles down the street.
Yeah.
And Schumer, there's films of Schumer leading with his, he had a platoon of soldiers.
Didn't he soil himself too? I think he soiled himself. There was a trail of dung all over the
This
Capitol.
country's going down to shit in hell in a handbasket in a hurry.
This is ridiculous.
And I'll tell you what, if they pull that flag shit here, I will pay for a pole and I will fly the biggest flag and get my
Biggest
hands on it.
flag. But we'll get to one like Joe Basil Chevrolet. It's like the size of 3 city
Now,
blocks.
and the truth is that what they want really to have happen here is they want the race war. They really,
Yeah.
everybody just wants to live in peace. There's wonderful black and minority people, and
Yep.
yeah, we're the minority now. But we're all, but They want us to be. They want a
Yeah.
divided country and stuff. They want it. They're teaching in the Buffalo schools that our forefathers, who by the way were oppressed and quote unquote slaved by the biggest dynasty on the planet. The sun didn't set on the English Empire. We took them out with rakes, crooked rusted muskets. Where they didn't even have uniforms. They're freezing in the cold, but they fought.
Bob Crane, that's for you, musket. So, you know, there was a guy.
Look it up. It's true. Before they burn it.
There was a paraplegic who was a guy in the Olympics. What do they call him? The Paralympics.
Right. He was a war hero from
War hero,
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan Paralympics, and he came out and he said, "We are the only country on earth, the only country that fought to end slavery. No one on earth has ever done that, and yet we're hearing reparations, slaves, etc.
And
It's absurd." And he did say 96% of every black man that dies is at the hands of another black man.
look it up.
And that was it. It didn't matter if it was factual. What happened was they pulled everything. All his sponsorships, everything gone because he spoke fact. Both those things I just said were fact.
They defund the police in so many cities, now they're begging for help. We heard about the insurrection, it was horrific. Horrific. That should
Yep.
never be allowed to happen. But in Portland, it is still.
It's still going.
From Skylab, they can still see the fires in Portland.
They're every night.
They
Every
chained
night.
a police station closed, poured gas on, tried to burn them alive in there. Okay,
No,
but we
don't
have we
hear
heard
that.
much about that? No.
Well, you don't hear the Chinese news network doesn't bring that up.
China, in fact, enslaves more people than ever before on the planet, but yet, hell, come on, man.
come on,
They're not our
man.
company. They're just competition.
And NBC, nothing but China network. I'm Lester Holt. I take it deep.
And they're letting them in. Meanwhile, gas prices soaring. I just want to say we're energy independent. We no longer are.
309.
Swipe of a pen.
I just saw a picture from a friend today, 309 in Florida. It was 209 about 6 weeks ago when Joey Biden turned off the spigot. Now, here's the thing. You can love all you want about windmills and solar. It's not ready.
No.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to shut that down. We're going to put Americans on unemployment. And then we're going to go buy that same oil from Russia and China. And boy, Joey and his sons love that.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, y'all. How'd those windmills work in Texas when it got super cold and the wind stopped?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Truth is, anything we can do to make the planet better. I'm for.
Absolutely, but
Right.
we're not ready.
Right, and we
So you
took
have to
away-
mix in oil,
Right.
and by the way, coal. They're talking about coal because you need coal to fuel the cells for electricity, i.e., electric cars.
Right.
Electric cars, the electricity is not coming out of the sky, and Jesus is just bolting lights down. You got to make this shit, okay? And it's with what do they use? There were some things.
Lithium, mercury.
Lithium,
It's all
mercury,
mined.
copper. It's all mined. Well, guess what the Googs are doing? They're mining it like crazy.
And coal. They have more coal plants than anybody.
And
but
we shut it down.
We just joined the Paris Clean Air Act again, threw our money in there. By the way, France failed.
Yeah, they failed the thing. We won with flying colors. We passed with flying colors.
We have been lowering our standards. Got back in the World Health Organization, $300 million a year. The Chinese pay 30. Do they adhere to it? No. Now again, don't go out and beat up some Chinese person. We're talking about the Central
We're talking about the
Chinese
governments.
Communist Party.
The governments,
Enslaved
not the
everybody.
people.
Not the average Joes. All right. And
And the Russian people, they can't stand Putin either. It's not them. It's the
no, they're
government.
crumbling, but we're told to beware them. But the truth is, they're nothing. And by the way, Joe did say about the solar, he said, you're going to be hanging Jim John. And if anybody can figure out what the hell that was, he has no idea what he's doing. It's weekend at Bernie's as far as I'm concerned.
Joe, what about the pipeline?
But he does get up every morning and serve his own coffee and the wonderful settings of them fireside. Like no president and his wife ever sat in front of the fireplace.
Never.
Right?
Never. No, it's great, and we're going to have to wrap this up. We're going to go out of battery, but it's just the start. The M&M's back, straight from the hips
We
back.
warned you about bending over.
Yeah.
You won't straighten up. I'm going to leave you with this one. United we stand, divided we kneel.
Well put. Divided we kneel. Listen, it's just tough to be American right now until we fix this. But and again, please, we're not like saying everything Trump did was great. We're not saying that. We're saying open your eyes. And for you that voted for this, by the way, it'll be President Kamala very soon. He'll drop over, or they'll have him killed.
What was wrong with the American beach volleyball? What was wrong with that in the Olympics?
Now they got packages.
Now we see. What was wrong?
Now they got packages.
Were women's
Tom.
sports so far behind?
They were. All right, Tommy.
See you soon.
We're back.
I don't have it.